This game will be very interesting. I do not want the Lions to have their first loss against Japan. That will just take the Lions up to a higher level in the preparation. Hello rugby fans, so it's finally match weekend where the British and Irish Lions will play their first game of the tour. Who would have thought that this tour would continue? But against the odds, it's going ahead, and this weekend is the first game where the British and Irish Lions are homing up against Japan. There's many game previews that's available on YouTube. But in my video today, I want to tackle this topic from a different angle. I want to tell the rugby fan is this: hold a minute, just wait a minute. I believe there is a chance and there is a strong possibility that Japan can surprise the Lions. So apparently the bookies are giving the Lions the overwhelming odds to win this game, but I'm just saying is that Japan might surprise the Lions. I want to look at Japan and what their record is against the home nations, because I believe that can be a telling point in this particular matter. So in order for me to do that, I have to go back to the 2019 World Cup, where Japan basically beat Ireland and they beat Scotland. Ireland and Scotland is in this Lions team contributing quite a number of players. And in Scotland, we had Gregor Townsend as the coach of Scotland, and we had Joe Smith, the coach of Ireland. And we had Japan beating those teams. So I just want to have a look at this quickly to see where we at concerning the numbers and the possibilities and the odds. Right, so in the 2019 World Cup in Japan, in the pool of death in which Japan, Scotland and Ireland were part of, Japan topped that pool, playing 4 games, and they won all 4 of the games, right? So in the game between Japan and Ireland, Japan won that particular game 19-12. And how Japan actually won that game is that Japan, they came at Ireland. Japan, they dominated the meters carried. They had a solid set piece. They were strong on their own line out and they were strong on their own scrum. Ireland, who had Tide Furlong and all those guys in their ranks, they couldn't unsettle the Japanese set piece, right? So Jamie Joseph, he really sorted out the set piece. The other thing that Japan actually did well in that game was their discipline. They basically conceded fewer penalties than Ireland. And we had Joe Smith as the coach. Now, bear in mind, this World Cup took place in 2019. The previous year, 2018, Joe Smith was awarded the World Rugby Coach of the Year. That means he beat Steve Hansen, he beat Eddie Jones, he beat all those guys, and he was nominated Coach of the Year, right? Keep that in mind. Then the other team that Japan beat in that pool was Scotland. Scotland, we all saw now recently how Scotland played. And the Scottish team under Gregor Townsend is a very, I would say, very good Scottish team. They're decent, they're good, right? In that game, Japan won 28 for Japan and 21 for Scotland. And what preceded in that game is that Japan, they dominated territory and they dominated the possession. They had the bulk of the territory and they had the bulk of the possession. And Japan, they carried more meters. They carried almost double the amount of meters that Scotland carried in that game. So Japan was taking it basically up to them, and having most of the possession, they obviously had to do the carrying and gain the meters. So there you had Gregor Townsend, a very good coach, who's part of the Lions coaching staff. I think he's the attack coach for this particular tour, Lions tour to South Africa. And here you had Jamie Joseph beating Gregor Townsend. The other question or other point I want to raise is the record between Warren Gatland and Jamie Joseph. Now these two, they battled Japan and Wales, played each other in November 2016, where Wales won the game by a last minute drop goal by Sam Davies. And in that game Wales won 33 for Wales and 30 for Japan. And there Jamie Joseph, he took it to Warren Gatland, right? And to me that just shows that Warren Gatland, Gregor Townsend and the other Lions coaching staff shouldn't take Jamie Joseph's Japan very lightly, and the chances that an upset might occur is very big. And I also want to say and highlight as well, and I just want all the British and Irish Lions supporters who's watching this video, please be kind in the comments, please. But the other point I want to make in this highlight is the record between Warren Gatland and Joe Schmidt. So the head-to-head between the two coaches, why I'm doing this is just to highlight is that Jamie Joseph, he beat a very good Joe Schmidt Island team and Brains Trust compared to Warren Gatland. So the guy basically out-thought a very good coach in Joe Schmidt. And Joe Schmidt, we all know his record, but I just want to just bring it back to the viewers and you guys. So the head-to-head between the two is that Gatland, he won 4 games when Wales played against an Ireland coached Joe Schmidt. Gatland won 4 and Joe Schmidt won 5. Between the two coaches, the winning percentage or the ratio for Gatland while he was the Wales coach is 55%, and the Joe Schmidt's Ireland team is 72%. 72% is extremely good, right? So where Warren Gatland surpassed Joe Schmidt is that he won 4 Six Nations trophies. Bearing in mind, Warren Gatland, he had more games as coach than Joe Schmidt, and Joe Schmidt won 3. So if I go, and by the way, Joe Schmidt, he won the World Rugby Coach of the Year in 2018. So if I go by stats and I go by all these things, it's quite clear to me that Joe Schmidt, the better coach. And here you had Jamie Joseph, the Japan coach, giving it to Ireland, whose main purpose was to qualify top of the group. The goal was to play South Africa in the quarterfinals and to go to the first semi-finals. So Ireland had everything planned to the T to do well in the 2019 World Cup. Well, it didn't happen because Jamie Joseph outfoxed Ireland. So, in my opinion, I would say to my British and Irish Lions fans is that this game will be very interesting. I hope the Lions beat Japan. As a Springbok supporter, I do not want the Lions to have their first loss against Japan. That will just take the Lions up to a higher level in the preparation. I would love the Lions to lose their first game in the first test against the Springboks. So yeah, I think be careful of Jamie Joseph and his Japan team. They might spring a surprise on the rugby fraternity. I know their game against the Sunwolves was a warm-up game, and sometimes teams doesn't want to show all their moves in a game like that. So don't read too much in the Sunwolves game that Japan won. But yeah, I'm extremely excited. Please leave your comments in the comment section. Please help me out to like this video, to comment, and to subscribe to my channel. So yeah guys, I look forward to your comments and let's have a chat. So thank you for watching this video.